So I haven't played Endless Space in quite a while, so I'm going to just play a little bit of it here right now, and we'll see if it streams well. Primary purpose of this, again, is just to get some footage for the review.
Play it cool.
Missed my mic for a second, sorry if that bugs you. Endless Space is really kind of a beautiful game. If you're a fan of sci-fi, I would totally recommend it. I'm really awaiting Endless Space 2. Apparently there are pretty advanced political systems in the next game, which I'm going to be super excited for. Let's maybe try to do an online game if I can find. I don't know if I'll play the whole game today. Usually I have to save, and it's pretty late right now. Not looking like it's letting me join there. I'll just play a single player then. Let's make 4 empires. Age normal, size huge. Looks pretty good. Let's start up. So we used to make different factions for based on Star Wars for this game. I'll let you watch this scene.
So united. The planets of this united empire. It's more a gaggle of unruly imperial corporations run by insolent dukes. But their armies are strong. Their economy is efficient. And their ships are powerful. I fear that they may be the ones who will finally unite or dominate the galaxy. They'll turn it into a shrine to the gods of commerce. A profane church with Emperor Maximilian Zelivas as its high priest.
I don't know who Maximilian Zelivas is, and the campaign doesn't really tell you. So, there's that. I like to auto-explore and just kind of see what I can find. That one looks like it has a planet I can settle, which will be good. So this is a turn-based strategy, and basically you have to colonize all of known space, which is pretty cool. And it's not really known space, it's your galaxy, which, if you are familiar with some scientific principles, galaxies actually move apart so fast, faster than light even, that even if we had the ability to move at light speed, it would be almost impossible. I mean, it would be impossible without like something like a warp drive for us to get to any other kind of planet. I'm going to play majorly economic, so the first one I'm going to do is xenology, so xenotourism is what we're going to go for. Then I end my turn. Move them along. But anyway, even if we had lightspeed drives, we could never get out of our own galaxy. So this is pretty much what they are limited to. Another 3 turns until I get my exploitation, and then that kind of unlocks the special abilities of the planet. I should probably do a colony ship next. I don't know. Let's go with heavy isotope refinery. On this one, let's do an exploitation. Again, evolved soils. So we get tons of food and tons of population on this planet. And then probably a heavy isotope refinery until 4 turns from now when we get that xenotourism, and then we are going to be rolling in the dough. Ooh. I don't know if that crashed. Nope. Just apparently in window mode. A lot like Sid Meier's Civ, It can go pretty slow sometimes, especially in these beginning turns. I don't really have anything to do right now, except for kind of wait for my thing to do exploring, and I get like little rewards. So I have plus 10 science because I found something on this star system that is nice for my people. Ooh, cool. So once we get new technologies, we find new things and discover new things. So like dust splatter is something that I can mine to get money. Dust in this game's lore is like remnants of an old I guess it's a ancient alien race who just suddenly disappeared one day, and now we are finding their remnants all over the galaxy. Okay, let's do colony. Golly. So the nice thing about these Planet with the Stars is, again, I get special bonuses for being the first to discover planets. That one I hope I get to first. I also hope that my arm does not have anybody else in it, because some people can be real mean. Okay, so this is my sphere of influence. The more connected planets are, the better it is for us. I can see like enemies coming out of hyperspace and cool things like that. Also, if my sphere of influence is bigger than the civilization near me, I can also, I can also kind of take some of their stuff just because, which is pretty nice. The thing I'm bad at in this game is military victories. I'm much better at scientific victories. Let's do defender. Ooh, nice. Only one turn. So you can see by making this ship here, I've kind of sacrificed some technology building time. And let's see how much that costs just to buy outright. It's a pretty good deal this early. So I'm going to pick that. So the second planet that I colonized is more advanced than the planet I started out with, which is not super good, but it's not bad. Meeting other civilizations in this game is kind of scary, because you feel like you don't know anything about technology when you meet them. They're usually way more advanced than you. And so yeah, that does get pretty freaky when you're lagging behind so many other civilizations. Usually when Ian and I play, he's very good at advancing in military technology first. I like to do the ones that make me money, give me more control. Well, and some of them are nice. He's good at pretty much this side, and I'm good at this side and this side. So when we're on a team, it's pretty awesome once we get like technology sharing and things like that. I probably do want to be able to colonize arid planets here pretty soon. Nice. So I've met my wormholes. And so wormholes are like galactic bridges that you want to be able to cross first. Not, then other people will. So I can't get across that wormhole quite yet because I don't have the technology to. So I'm going to post some military on those planets just to orbit them and make sure that nobody comes in without me knowing about it. Good warning. Ten turns for just about it. Turns, nice. Oh, irradiated. Not gonna be happy there, but the molten springs on that planet will be pretty good. So, for a long time, I didn't know that I could just colonize planets in the system. I kept making colony ships, and that was not a smart thing. So, yes, you can colonize planets in the same system. In fact, it's way better to do so. Let's get a couple more vendors out there. Not worth it. Right. Even though it's a turn-based game, sometimes turn-based games can feel kind of laggy. This one feels like it goes at a pretty good pace. So, usually I choose an exploitation that is good for the planet, so it'll show you on these lists what's good for, and it's nice that I have arid epigenetics there because that is a money-making machine. So I'm going to try to colonize the planets. Ooh. Colonize the planets closest to me, or closest to these wormholes. Mostly because I don't want to be snuck up on by anybody, and I want to be able to own everything that I have on a particular system. So that is what we're going to go with. Another cool part of this is that you can build your own ships. And I did get some more technology, so now I have missiles and things like that. I always want something that's good at long distance and something that's good at melee, and then can defend itself, obviously. And then everything that you put on it puts a certain amount of tonnage on it, so the slower it will go. But it makes it more powerful or more defendable, or, you know, things like that. Almost there. Yeah, good. So if your exploitation, this orange triangle up in the corner, you want to first get things that match those. And then probably for these front ones, I want to do stealth construction. And the thing that reads on this is surprise. That large, flat, poorly defended area, conveniently located near a major metropolitan area, is actually the heart of a large, dense, and heavily armored bunker system. Armed bunker system. That is good for defense, and I will probably colonize this thing even though it has a bad thing that I can't get rid of. Quite yet. Relativistic markets is an interesting thought. If you think about inflation, and then how relativity has to do with inflation, the faster you go, the closer you get to the speed of light, the slower time moves for you when compared to somebody on a relatively stationary object like a planet. Right? And planets obviously aren't stationary, but relatively so compared to something moving at the speed of light. If time slows down for you, and you have $10 in your pocket, in 100 years, or whenever you arrive back at that planet that you just left, your money will be worth a whole lot less, which is just fascinating. I didn't even think of that until I got this game. And it's not something you do really think about, because the human life is so short that, you just never get a chance to think about how relativity would affect how much the money in your pocket is worth. Yeah, on this one I should probably science first, safety second. That's what I would say. So you can see the approval rating on here is not great, which I can fix pretty quick. Food. We'll refine heavy isotopes. Oh, wait. Alright, I almost forced to lower taxes because people are not happy with what I am doing. And probably for good reason. Okay, I think we can go through wormholes now. Oh, this might be it. I don't know. I don't care about that right now. That I do. Alright, let's see if this... Up, nope. Okay, since people are not very happy, something. B. Enhanced magnetic strike. It's faster. Destroyer safer. Oh, it is. And applied cashmere effect that we get to, so let's get destroyer on our. Okay. Are there any other? Yes. Okay. More happy planets. Silly. Yeah, let's colonize that one. Right? Yep. Okay, Cis-Ort satellites will expand my range of view and my galactic unity, which is always good. I go that. And nothing exciting on that turn. Okay, we're gonna end up having to find titanium here pretty soon. Well, since I'm playing with 4 other random players, it might not be good. Let me just see if they... And no, just myself, that's fine. Ian says, why is this not a Star Wars game? Because, Ian, it is. Just not, man. Come on. It looks like these planets still have stars next to them, which is good, because it means they haven't been explored, and people are not kind of encroaching on my territory. That is a poor position to be in. 3 out of 10, he says. Yeah, so the other person who's watching this chat, or is watching this session, is the co-creator of this channel, and I am overwhelmingly surprised that he is the biggest troll that we have. Well, because we have like 1 subscriber that's not us right now, which is fine. Ooh, missed an opportunity there. Yeah, this planet will probably be happy after a while. 100. Spending a lot of money on this planet because I want to do some more expansion, and I probably need to get to these planets pretty soon, but I have to be able to fix the bad things about them before they're very useful to me. Two more turns before I can go through these wormholes, and hopefully by then, nothing bad happens. Yeah, so I explained that at the beginning of the stream, Ian, that you can mod it so all the civilizations are Star Wars. It really is pretty awesome that you can. We spent a ton of time doing various things like trying to create what would a Mandalorian civilization be in this game with the attributes that we can have. And it was actually pretty sweet. Okay, I'm gonna break these guys apart, because I want to go in multiple directions at once. No, stop defending. Explore. Yeah, wormholes are speedy. Oh, and we are about to meet pirates. Luckily, everybody I have here is, well, at least 2 of them are defenders. Good gracious, that is nice. Do I have an exploitation? Yeah. I think I sent somebody that. Yeah, he's on his way. Okay, time to explore the rest of the galaxy. This probably needs... It has Ort satellite, so I guess I need to get Lacerda before it's very useful. Nice, I've got a ton of colonies here, so this will end up being pretty good, I think. Hollow Planet is an interesting concept, I feel like. It would be like, I don't know, like not very... be super light, I guess? Gravity would be a ton less. Okay, it is time for me to start working on the military. Oh, I am not excited for this. Okay. Adaptive strategy. And then... probably Weapon Overlock again. I don't know. I'll let you see a fight, though. It's not my strong suit for sure. So I can choose these on the fly if my first thing doesn't work, but generally I find that I mean, I just am not very good at the fighting it myself. Once you get fighters, though, this game is awesome. Oh. Okay, so it was a good strategy to do what I did. Medium range. Oh man, I just missed medium range and adaptive strategy did not work. Let's do Nosebreaker again. And eventually you can get more things over here. But probably I'm not going to end up killing any of those ships, maybe one of them, and it'll be a draw. So here goes nothing. It looks like I did a pretty good job, actually. Killed 2 of the pirate ships, and my scout's damaged, but, you know, that's what you do. Nice. Kill them all. I like that. So if my ships are in my own area or docked or something, they will also be healed. For this scout, however, I don't think it's going to be worth it to do much other than explore, and same with one of the defenders. I'm just going to have him auto-explore in this direction. And if we're the first ones to make contact, that'll actually be pretty good. Nice, okay. So I'm getting my second round of heroes now. I don't usually get the first round of heroes because they're very, I don't know, they lack a lot of skills. I mean, you can upgrade them as well. I'll show you what the heroes look like. Corporate and a pilot. That's not a good combination. Commander and corporate. Well, I'm gonna do this guy because he looks cool. And then I will assign him to one of my main colonies here. Actually, that's not bad upkeep on a hero, and he is pretty good, actually. It's not that heroes who are military... This discovery will have... Oh, well that sucks. But heroes who aren't military are better for starting out. And I do like administrators. So I'm going to hope I can afford it. And assign him to one of my less content places. Hope he administrates well for me. On behalf of the Galactic Empire. Okay, I am the first to make contact. Automatically, you are in a Cold War with everybody. So I did get to escape today. That's nice. Just defend the spot. Okay, I'm one of the first to colonize outside of my boundaries, which is super nice. Gives me a lot of time to get ready for the people who are coming. What am I missing? no, I need a little more population on there. Can do, can do. Alright, with 2 heroes, though, it looks like I'm going to need a little bit of more money before I can do much else over. That was a bad idea to send a colony all that way. That's okay. So this is good because it has remnants of long forgotten alien empire. They have a sensor platform up here that I can that can aid me in the endeavors of science. Right now, though, I need to be kind of worried about getting titanium. And there is titanium here. Just need more population growth. That. I'm gonna have to send him all the way down. Obviously on a jungle we're going to do a farming exploitation, and then since that is on the frontier of a potential war zone, we are going to make sure that that is protected a little bit. So it takes, I think, 10 turns to be able to do anything but declare war with these guys, and hopefully we can live in a symbiotic way together. That would be nice. Nice. So a couple of my people will not be happy anymore, but I really do have to colonize these other planets that are less nice for people to live on. Cravers, great. Well, at least they're on the borders of a potential ally, which is good. I'm gonna retreat from that. Hopefully I don't get destroyed. Cravers are like the orcs of this universe. They just want to kill everything. So I'm not excited that they were randomly given to me. Nice, okay. I'm gonna get more labor out of him. Okay, yeah, and this is why titanium is important. Now I'm kind of in a tech rut. Man, I don't. It's gonna be costly, but just needed it. Okay. Unlike in other games, there's no overextension in this game, although it's kind of implied that there is a little bit. Because you run out of money the more you colonize planets generally. Yeah, I cannot afford to spend that right now. And best to make people happy. Where did I? Oh, there, I suppose. Okay, so one of my planets is besieged by pirates, so I need back some kind of ship too. Otherwise, I don't get the resources from that planet, which is nice. It's a nice feature for the game. Okay, that guy is gonna die. Nice feature for the game because you can block off other people's planets, which is awesome. Oh, they know exactly where I'm going. Alright, you locked down right there. And they are going to get intercepted by pirates, probably. Because I have no titanium to make any new military ships, which is not good. These people are going to be kind of pissed. But again, it was kind of expected and needed to have a United Empire at this point. I don't know how many people are in this fleet. I mean, I could try to risk sending one guy, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. Okay, we are going to get a planet with titanium, and then we are going to rock. Searching. Great, okay. Away again. Frickin' destroyed. They are on their 4th Defender series, and I am not even close. I mean, I guess I'm gonna see what happens. It's not looking good though. Dead, dead, dead. Alright, let's see if I can make peace with these. Understand enough about their culture. Luckily, I'm in a pretty good position as far as planets that I own. Jeez, everybody. Or oh man, rats. Cannot retreat. That sucks. Okay, let's go magnetic field. Weapon overlock 2 times. Totally dominated. Okay, I gotta colonize this thing real quick. Luckily, I have way more unity than these guys do, so... Okay. So these are kind of random things, random events that occur, and you get certain benefits or anti-benefits. Yeah, I'm gonna do the selfish. Dust means power, influence, and wealth. It will go into our treasuries. Okay, so I want to be able to talk to these guys and tell them that I am peaceful. So I'm gonna go to Xeno Mineral. I don't know. Xenomineralogy, I guess. Thank you. Okay, time to design a new ship. Here it comes a destroyer. I can make it fast and able to repair itself, which is a super helpful thing. I can also have it take down planets, but at this point I more need to defend. So let's go less on quickness and mid-range weapons. Help me defend against long range. That will be just okay. And it let me upgrade the defender I already have. I don't have more tonnage yet, so there's not a lot I can do. So probably not doing that, I guess. Oh, there it goes again. Okay, I don't have any exploitation, so I probably 2, and I want to do the 20 and well, protection is probably the last priority. Far away it is. Okay, that is pretty good for that turn. They are not happy. They have a blockade happening. Got it. Okay. Though, so that's nice. Man, it is taking this colony ship a long time to get away. Another irradiated planet for us to use. Not my favorite, but that's okay. Defense, defense, defense. That is nice. Now I just have a ton of money to spend, so I will do so. Quick here. Okay, so it looks like we're going to still probably die, but at least we can kind of piss them off. Didn't injure them at all. Okay, I'm almost out of that gift money, so I will just save it for a rainy day here. My military's a little behind, but I, again, kind of expected that, like I said earlier. Oh, hey. Yeah, absolutely. So, looks like they got to this xenomineralogy before I did, which is just fine with me, because we are now allies, or at least at peace. So, Cold War with everybody else that I know of. Yeah, these guys are doing pretty well, actually. Poor soil I can fix. Not fix. Much else. So, we go with this one. It's going to drain me of that awesome new fund that I got. You know, that is just the way of the world. Even more hypermium, which is nice, I guess. Thank you. You know where you're going. Okay, so soon I'm going to have a grand old fleet. It is really good for me. If I can get 3 of the 8 arms, that would be super nice. And then if I can control this border point between these two nations, that would be even better. Because there's only one point through which they can access me. And I can access them from 2 points. So this planet's not very happy, but at least I can kind of build a semblance of an economy before I go over there and fight them. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, I guess we're back to square one. Crap, my fleet there. Not good either. Okay, now some kind of bit of it complete there, but I don't want to attack until I know I can win. That I probably. Okay, that should tip it a little bit in favor here. Or they're attacking me. It's my colonies, you dicks. Why would you want to do that? "36 turns to colonize." That makes a ton of sense. And all out of retreats, apparently. Dead. Those guys are not. Okay. Yeah. Okay, things are looking a little bit. And the pirates left for absolutely no reason. I'm okay with that. Okay, now I really need to be able to colonize other planets, and Arctic is probably one that we should be able to colonize like right away, you would think. Unity will feel pretty good for this planet. It sounds like a battle to me. Oh no, actually it's a rando event. So I almost have 4 fleets here. I think should be okay. Well, luckily you guys have no siege weapons. I really need to get fighters, so I'm gonna go to depleted isotopes. Also, though, I do want more tonnage, so it's gonna take to get there. Well, let's see how we do. Not very well here, but that's okay. Actually, they seem pretty aggressive, so I'm gonna try to get up close, and that worked a little bit. Okay, so that seemed to work on that front. Okay. System no longer under siege. Oh, exploitation. Kidding. Okay, looks like we'll get fleet next turn. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end this for today. Thanks for watching. This really is an awesome game, so if you get the chance, absolutely buy it. We'll probably do a review on it sometime in the future. Thank you very much.